award season is just shifted. The BAFTAs have handed out their awards. Was it last night? The other night, and yeah, so the race is on as we kind of zero in on the Oscars. Just 2 weeks, about 2 weeks away. The momentum, no matter what people think, like it or not, momentum matters. Now, the actors step in next. SAG Awards right around the corner, and the actors make up the largest voting branch of the Academy. Remember that. So tonight we're going to talk a little BAFTA, the good, the bad, and yes, the ugly. And talk about how does the BAFTA affect the Oscar race, or will the SAG kind of shift the momentum to where everyone wants it to go? Let's see. Your predictions, my predictions, whatever goes on, you know what we got to do. We got to talk about it. Real Talk coming at you.
You tune in to Real Talk. Film. Facts. And the realness behind the reels. It's the director, Wes Clark. Light. Camera. Now section, let's go. We keep it real, that's real talk. Breaking down the game, no filter, just talk. From the classes to the blockbusters. Trust us, you can love us, you can hate us, but don't forget about us. So we keep it real, that's real talk. Breaking down the game, no filter, just talk. From the classes to the blockbusters. Trust us, you can love us, you can hate us, but don't forget about us.
Hey, what's up? It's Logan Browning, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director.
Hi, this is Alana De La Garza, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director.
Hi, I'm Diane Franklin from Better Off Dead and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. You're listening to Real Talk with the Director.
Hey, I'm Stormy Maya, and you are listening to Real Talk with the Director.
Hi, this is Monique Capri. You are watching Real Talk with the Director.
It's Vicky Judy, Orange is the New Black, and I'm here with Real Talk.
Yo, what up? This is Jay Ellis, and you're watching Real Talk with the Director.
Hey, I'm Issa Rae. You're watching Real Talk with the Director on Downhouse Radio.
We keep it real.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Nothing more, nothing less. What's going on, people? Welcome back to Real Talk with the Jedi Council and the Director. I'm the Director. We'll be with you for the next 60 minutes or so. Real Talk's brought to you each and every Monday by B2S Media. We broadcast live via the World Wide Web on YouTube.com/IE Network TV and Instagram and the social network itself, Facebook. You can catch us soon on Twitch. You can catch us. I don't really mess with that X too much. I don't mess with Elon and his platform. But anyhow, we're back, man. It is Oscars season. Well, it's award season. Oscars is just a couple of weeks away. And we're getting ramped up for it, man. Like I said at the top, the BAFTAs, they've handed out. Once you get to the BAFTAs, you know, like, the next 2 to 3 weeks is going to be heavy awards because you have like a little bit of a break from when you get the Golden Globes, a little bit of a break. Then once you hit the BAFTAs, you know, SAG Awards newly renamed the Actors Awards. That's right around the corner next week. And I believe the week after that is the Oscars. So some interesting stuff happened, to say the least, at the BAFTAs. We'll get into all of that. Like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But it was another big night. And the funny thing is, and we'll describe it, big night in a sense of, for sinners I'm talking about, only because it made history. But when I think about the history that it made, it makes me kind of ponder, what took it so long to even get that far, meaning Black films. It's now the most successful Black produced film in like BAFTA history, which to me says a lot about the BAFTA Awards because they only won 3 awards. Not saying only, there were 3 big awards. There was, great awards that they won, but only won 3, and that is the most successful black film in BAFTA history. So kudos to them because they were some great, awards. Wumi Wasaku won for best supporting actress. Ryan Coogler won for best original screenplay, and of course Ludwig Göransson has won for best score. He's, to me, he's almost like a lock to win almost all of them. I mean, Ludwig is just, he's amazing. So we'll go over all of the wins, any snubs, if any. And of course, what everyone is buzzing about, unfortunately, you always have the, about the man, what is his name? Dave something Davison, right? He is the John Davison, the gentleman who, I don't know if I refer to him as a gentleman, the guy who who has the unfortunate condition called Tourette's syndrome. And there was an incident that happened there. We'll get into it, where he was, his outbursts, some profanities and, racial slurs. And, we'll talk a little bit about it. I'm no doctor, I'm no expert, but we will talk about it. And I'm going to give you my assessment or my opinion, because that's all we can give here. And I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way and say the views and points of Wes Clark, the director, is not necessarily the views of YouTube.com or the IE network. Just want to throw that out there just in case some people get a little butthurt about what I got to say. But anyway, I digress. We'll move on. SAG Awards. So we're basically going to concentrate on going through the BAFTAs, the winners. Talk about that. Let's talk about next week's SAG Awards nominees and who's going to take what. Predictions we'll do. And I will do a little bit of inside the writer's room highlight for one battle after another. Script breakdown. And, if we have time, we'll go into that and then we'll wrap it up. So it's always exciting when it's award season. So I wish I was able to be out there in California for award season. When I went last time, it was a blast. So anywho, weekend recap brought to you by boxofficemojo.com for the weekend of February 20th to the 22nd. Number 5 is Send Help. What a name. They made $4.4 million over the weekend, bringing the worldwide total to 82.9, closing on 83 million worldwide. Send Help. That's a Walt Disney. I didn't know Walt Disney. That's a Walt Disney Studio thing. Number 4 is Crime 101. I'd actually want to see that. I think it debuted to like a 100 score. Not that I care about Rotten Tomatoes, but it did debut to like a 100% fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not why I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it for the people that are in it, and it looks pretty interesting. That right now has grossed 14 on its opening. It's at 45 million worldwide. Number 3, I Can Only Imagine 2. 7.8 million over the weekend. It just opened, so that's pretty much what it made worldwide. Then you have number 2, Wuthering Heights, 14 million over the weekend, and it is at 152 worldwide. And number 1, Goat, 16.9 over the weekend. That is the animated film, some Sony Pictures, starring Caleb McLaughlin as the voice of the goat, I guess. And that is at now $102 million worldwide. Cool. So that is your weekend recap brought to you by BoxOfficeMojo.com. For that weekend, the weekend of the 20th through the 22nd. Birthday shout out to my girl Alice Reyes. She is our leading lady in the latest film that we've been working on with her. She's a frequent collaborator of mine. She's a friend of the show. She's been on it a few times, and she is an awesome actor. She's a stage actor. She's a screen actor. She's a dancer. She kind of does it all. She's a super threat, and just a very, very cool person. So shout out to her. Happy birthday. She just celebrated her birthday. And we'll be seeing her later in the month to wrap up this film that we've been working on with her, and can't wait for the world to see it. So yeah, that's what's up. I got my Jedi Council with me, and of course we have our frequent guest. I don't even know if he's a guest anymore. He's always here. Man, that's our homie. So just speaking about California, last time I went to California, last time and first time that I went to California, it was Oscars week. So it's officially 2 years now, I think. Is it 2 years or 1 year? Yeah, it's been 2 years now. So I went out there no. I think I went out there in 2025. No, 2024. That's when it was. It's been 2 years. So officially 2 years, because Oscars week I was out there, and I linked up with our boy Tony Perez, and he took me to a great Mexican restaurant that I'll never forget. So he's here with us. So let's bring our Jedi Council in. Ralph, Kev, you're in the building, and welcome back as always, Tony.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. As y'all can see, man, I got my new office working now. You know what I'm saying? We got our pictures up now. It's a little, it's shaping up. It's shaping up. It's not looking, so I don't have to use the green screen stuff no more. I can just let my
getting all fancy on us.
Yeah, I got the movie posters rocking back there. I was thinking, so I got all these movie posters. I'm starting to, and I got all this artwork that I collected from Comic Cons, and I'm putting up. I'm like, what should I frame and put up? And I'm like, why the hell I ain't putting up my own movie posters? I was like, let me just put up my own movie posters. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Not I forget, but I'm just like such a fan of the craft. I'm like, I'm about to put up my Godfather poster. I'm like, wait a minute, let me put my own posters up. So that's where I went.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, fellas. So we'll jump right into it. The BAFTA Awards obviously happened over the weekend. And it was actually a pretty it was going pretty well until
I don't even know why we're talking about it. There's so much other stuff to talk about.
Well, I mean, it's award season. That's why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't think talking about the N-word. I don't think you should bring it up. It's already. Don't give any more attention than it should.
Part.
You got to.
No, I kind of agree with it.
I'm not going. I agree with the fact that I'm not going to let it dominate the show, but I got to talk about it. And I promised my people on my last post that I will talk about it. So, because that's what we do. We give opinions. So, but before I even get to that, the actual award show went down, and Sinners in one battle after another pretty much dominated the night. One battle took a lot of stuff. It was one BAFTA after another, pretty much for them. So they just kept winning. And so we'll go through the winners of the categories and go from there. Let's highlight that. So went out. Okay. here's the list. I'll go over it. So best film went to, as we said, one battle after another. The Paul Thomas Anderson film won for best film. Leading actress went to Jessie Buckley. That's starting to see that name a lot for this award season. She won for her role in Hamnet. She beat out Kate Hudson, Chase Infinity, Emma Stone. So a lot of others. Then you got leading actor went to Robert. What's his name? I can't pronounce his last name. Arameo, it looks like it's pronounced. He's in the film I Swear, which is one of the films that was obviously showcased there. That's the film about the guy who is living with Tourette's syndrome. So he that film won for best actor. Actually, I think it's only being screened over there, though. I don't think it's being screened in the States yet. But so he's over there. Then you got supporting actor went to Sean Penn for One Battle After Another. Well deserved. I think Sean Penn did a really good job in that film. Yeah, the supporting actors in here, they all did great jobs in their roles. The one thing I'll say, and this is just my opinion, I don't know if anyone shares it, but I'm happy for the young man Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, but I'm just like, to me, I'm like, was that award worthy? That performance of Frankenstein's monster?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're playing Frankenstein's monster. That's award worthy. The guy, in my opinion, the guy who played Dr. Frankenstein should have been up for an award.
He was horrible.
Listen, and he should have, but the guy who played Frankenstein, man, he did such a great job with that.
How do you really how do you judge how someone plays Frankenstein's monster?
Watch the movie and you'll watch the movie.
I saw the movie.
If he played,
I don't make comments on stuff I didn't see. I'm only making this comment because I saw the movie, and I'm saying, in my opinion, I wasn't very impressed by him playing Frankenstein's monster. It was nice the way it was done, and like I said, it was almost, to me, I felt like I was watching a play, like a Phantom of the Opera or something like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
that guy's acting, playing Frankenstein. That is the first Frankenstein outside of oh God, what's his name? Come on, guys, help me. The guy that played the guy that played Frankenstein. Oh God.
But what's the point? What's your point, though?
My point is, it's only two movies that we saw of Frankenstein have some kind of real animated life. It was in the one with
Frankenstein,
young Frankenstein.
Yeah, the Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein. What are you talking about?
Well, anyway, there's only been two movies that we've had of Frankenstein that had some scene, that had some kind of life to them. And
you mean the one
this one,
where he played Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah,
it was Dr. Frankenstein. That's my guy. He's a great actor.
The one with Gene Wilder. Is that the movie you're talking about?
Young Frankenstein. That's
no.
I'm talking about.
Why can't I think of his name? The guy that played Two-Face. Oh,
I know you talking about the movie I Frankenstein. Is that what you're talking about?
I Frankenstein, and then the other movie with Wolverine, and Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, that was
I wouldn't say that because I would also include that if
Van
we're going to
Helsing.
sit there and say where he has some sort of depth is the one that when Robert De Niro played Frankenstein. I would say the same thing with him.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I said, I
this is
I
the
don't know.
best out of all of them.
I don't consider it I mean award worthy. I don't consider it Oscar worthy. I don't know if he got nominated for an Oscar, but I think he did actually.
Well, it was that his performance was definitely award worthy.
Favorite for the SAG Award.
He
is the favorite to get SAG Award.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. But I mean, I just look at his performance compared to some of the people that he's up against in the categories. And I definitely,
what's the categories? Who is he up against?
Well, Benicio del Toro for one battle, Sean Penn for one battle after another. This is the BAFTA Awards. And Sean Penn won actually. Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. Paul Mescal for Hamnet. I didn't see Hamnet, so I can't really say anything about his performance. And then the guy, this guy named Peter Mullen from the movie I Swear, which was the guy won the lead actor for that. I guess he was playing the guy who had the Tourette syndrome. He won best lead actor. But anyway, moving right along, supporting actress went to Wunmi Musaku from Sinners. She won best supporting actress, beat out Emma Watson and Hamnet, beat out Tiana Taylor for one battle. Best director went to Paul Thomas Anderson for one battle after another. He obviously beat out Yorgos from Begonia. He beat out Chloe Zhao. Hamnet. He beat out Ryan Coogler, Sinners. Let's see. Who else they got? What else the other one here? I'm not going to go over Outstanding British Film. Actually, that's funny. Hamnet won Outstanding British Film. Looks like. Then you got
isn't it a British film?
Yeah. Outstanding British Film. And then film not in English language, Sentimental Value, which I kind of knew that was going to happen. I thought it was either going to be that or the one with the dude from Narcos, the film that he's in, because that also is subtitled. I forget the guy's name, but he's from the show Narcos. The Secret Agent is the name of that. I don't know if that was nominated. It was nominated actually. Yeah. So costume design went to Frankenstein. That beat out Hamnet. It beat out Marty Supreme. It beat out Sinners, and it beat out Wicked for Good. Actually, Marty Supreme came away with nothing for the BAFTAs. I don't think it won anything. Adapted screenplay went to one battle after another. Paul Thomas Anderson. Original score went to Ludwig Göransson for Sinners. And then you had I know that Ryan Coogler won for I suppose he won for original screenplay because one battle won for adapted. Sound, just as we talked about, I think we all kind of agreed our last show that sound is going to be tough to beat F1 in sound.
Yeah, it's going to be real hard to beat. Yeah,
F1 was amazing. The sound was amazing. For me, F1 with the sound, and if I'm gonna say a category that I don't know if they're nominated in, but I think they are, a sleeper for the category for me of cinematography could be F1 because it's also very good cinematography in that
Let
film.
me tell you something.
And editing, there's some good cuts in that film too.
Some very good,
yeah,
very good
editing.
some very good cut, some very good cuts in there. Listen, I watch F1 racing when it starts in the spring and goes all the way through. And let me tell you something. I went into this movie thinking it was going to be like all the other race movies, which were good. Over the last couple of years, even Days of Thunder was dope, but it wasn't this.
I love Days of Thunder, but it didn't
I mean,
get
Days
the
of
deal
Thunder is a classic.
But it didn't get the juice that it should have got when it first came out. I mean, I saw it
No,
when it first came out.
no.
But over the years, it has.
But it wasn't this.
No.
I mean, it's man. This is like the F1 is like the makeup for Days of Thunder.
Well, I mean, it's really, it really puts you in the situation. Now, here's where I felt it got a little sketchy for me. Best cinematography went to one battle after another. Michael Bowman.
I can see that. I can see that.
Not over, in my opinion, definitely not over Sinners. Not over. Shoot, even Marty Supreme has some pretty good cinematography in it. I would say editing for Marty Supreme. Editing was pretty tight in Marty Supreme as well, especially with those scenes with the ping pong. But Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, Sinners. I know that for the most part, it was just, especially over the night, it was pretty much Sinners in one battle. I don't know, one battle after another. To me, there was nothing special about the editing for that film. I mean, the cinematography or the editing, because it actually won for editing as well. And I'm just like,
I say the cinematography for the end when they were out there in the desert. That probably.
I mean, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was more scenery than anything, in my opinion. It was location. The location was great. Give it to the location scout.
Yeah. Well,
location was awesome.
Scout won the movie. It won the award.
Yeah, he needs to share that with the location scout. But he won for that. So
I mean, because the desert out there is just barren. It's like if you ever actually been out there in the Mojave Desert, where it is just like, what the hell? It's like apocalypse out there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and I thought that there's a lot. I felt like that could have and should have, but I think they're just waiting for. I think the Oscar is definitely going to Autumn Arkapaw for Sinners. I'm sticking with that as my prediction. I think she's definitely going to get that. But editing also went to one battle. Now I'm sorry, it was nothing special about the editing in that movie. And I'm sorry, that should have went to F1. That should have went to F1, or I would have gave it to F1. I would have gave it to Marty Supreme or Sinners over one battle. Any one of them to me was. I mean, the oneer alone should win the editor the award. The what do they call it? They call it the montage, the surreal montage, because it was a stitched together oneer. It was two cuts in there, and you can't tell where they are. So there was two cut. I watched an interview. I don't know if it was the editor or somebody I was watching an interview with. He said it's respectfully a stitched together oneer, and there's two cut points in there, and you can't tell where they are. So for that alone, the editor should be considered for an award, because that was a massive shot, moving parts, everything happening that they had to do, and they had to shoot it as a oneer. So I didn't, in my opinion, one battle after another, there was nothing special about that. To me, the editing, the damn movie was too long. That movie could have ended a half an hour early, and you would have still got all the story you needed to get from it. That movie was too long. You know, so for me, that's on the editor. That's on the editor, in my opinion. I'd be penalizing him for
Well, the director too.
yeah, director too. But I mean, that's why we have director cuts. So
But there,
you
no, but
know,
there was a lot. But there was a lot to that movie. There was a lot to that movie that needed to be shown, and I'm glad the director didn't have a director's cut, and that he showed everything that needed to be shown, and he got an
but there
award
was
for it.
but not everything needed to be. And what I'm
It-
saying is, it's not about what needed to be shown. It's about the time he spent on the scenes. They were too long. They,
I
in
don't
my
think so.
opinion,
No,
they were too
it
long.
was necessary for the story.
That chase scene was too damn long.
Which
That
thing?
up and down the
I
things.
can
That was
say yes. The chase through the desert was a little long.
that was a
I
little
see why you
drawn
did it.
out.
Yeah,
I
I see why
understand why
you
you
did
did
it,
it, but
but it
it was
didn't
too
need to
long.
be. Yeah,
It didn't
it
have to be
didn't.
long
You could
to
have
get
cut
to
5 minutes
the
off of
point.
that.
The ending
And
of it,
still would.
right? The
But
ending
you
of
know
it
what I
was
think?
great.
You know what I think they were going for when they were doing that end scene, that chase scene. I think they were going for the 1970s look. You had all of that open desert. You got a Hellcat. You got whatever that Honda was, because that Honda was moving, and then you had her in her car. So
No, that's great. I mean, the look was fabulous. It was
It
great. It
was
was
Honda Civic.
fantastic. Huh?
It was an old Honda Civic.
yeah. But it
Yeah.
was souped up, and it was crazy how and what was the agent, the FBI agent in
I don't
the guy
remember.
that was with the bad guys that was trying to
Yeah.
kill her.
Oh yeah. I don't remember what type of car was he in. He wasn't in a Mustang, was he? What was he in?
No, that was the Plymouth.
He was in a play. Oh,
Yeah.
see, yeah,
Plymouth.
see, they were all in souped up cars, and they were moving. So
Yeah, but
I
it
understand.
was drawn out. That scene was drawn out. The scene with when he went into the sensei's house and they're walking through every room and that was just too long. It was too long. I'm just like, what do we care about this? Let's get to the point. You walking through every room in his house. He's stopping and talking to really non-important characters, and it was too long. I'm just saying that scene was drawn
But
out.
but you got to
There was
remember
a lot of scenes like
you
that.
you got to remember the reason why that scene was the way it was because they were coming to it was like ice come well it was the ice was coming to the town, or the general, or that whoever
Yeah, them.
that
Yeah,
guy
the general
was
and all of them.
was
Yeah.
was was coming to the town. So it was almost like an ice raid. So they're showing you, they're kind of giving you a perspective of what it's like to have to deal with that.
Well,
And
yeah, but they could. My only point is, I'm not knocking what he showed. I'm knocking how long he showed it. He stayed on these things.
well,
And,
but that's
and
because the character,
BTA does that a lot. That's
but that's
part of his
because
thing.
those
So that's
characters,
why I expected it, because that's part of his. That's kind of part of his thing. He does
yeah.
that in all his
But you know
movies,
what?
where he
But
does.
in this instance, there was character development in that,
No, it
because
wasn't. Not right there. What character? They were all insignificant characters. You never saw them again. The people that he was talking
the
to.
insignificant people you never saw again. But but that's what that's the motion, or that's the
Yeah, I
the
mean,
direction,
that's how that
that's
guy
the
was with
direction that the character
the
had to
sensei.
flow through to go through the house so they can escape.
Yeah. Like I said, in my opinion, it was just too long. Certain part that movie could have ended a half hour early, and you'd have got
You
everything
know
you
what?
needed.
And our conversation on it could have ended 10 minutes ago. But I like
Yeah,
the fact that it drug on.
exactly. The conversation was too goddamn long. Who gets the editing award
Wow.
for that?
I do.
Yeah. So original screenplay, as we said, went to Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Then we got hair and makeup went to Frankenstein. That was good.
Yay.
Production design went to Frankenstein as well. So
Yay.
Frankenstein had a good night. Uh, you know, I say over production design. Yeah, that was good.
Absolutely.
Visual
There are
effects.
scenes on the ice. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about that I loved was their whole scenes on the ice. I'm like, it couldn't have been me out there in the cold like that.
And special effects, special visual effects went to Avatar: Fire and Ash. So,
Oh my
That was
God.
all
I am
CGI.
so,
I'm just saying.
you know
That was
what?
just me.
Why? This technology and everything
it's
he's
special
doing
effects.
has been
That's
done
what it
before.
is. It's just, you know,
There are
but
people
it's been
out
done
there,
before
right?
by him. And only him.
I am tired of James Cameron and his damn Avatar stuff.
I mean,
You ain't
it
lying,
is
bro.
what it is.
I feel the same way. Like James.
I
Not
never
for
liked
nothing.
Avatar. I'm not an Avatar fan.
I did. I liked the first one.
I like the first one. The first one, I enjoy the first one, but after
Listen,
that one,
Fern Gully on fire. Yay. On another planet. Let's go.
No, it's
Whoopee.
all good. Yeah, I mean, you know, I was never a fan of that franchise at all, but I mean, the special effects are amazing. Of
Oh, I
course,
love
you know.
of all the making of called the Avatar. It's still like 45 minutes. It's just everything they go through and the amount of people it takes to do everything that he does.
That part I agree with. So, AJ,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm willing to
It
give
is
credit where credit's due, but I'm like James. Are we ever going to get something original
But
from
you know
you
what?
again? I mean,
It's not James that comes up with the technology and the style. It's the actual crew, and he
no,
gives
that's
credit
not.
to them.
But that's
You
not what
know,
I'm
and
saying. I'm just saying like James Cameron. I mean, when are we gonna go and get like another original story from you? I mean, you're three avatars in, and you've been doing this thing since 2010. It's 20. That means for the
I
last
think
16 years, you've given us nothing but three Avatar movies. Like,
he's doing
He could have gave us another Terminator or something.
well, he
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
He did. I mean, he didn't direct it, but he did. I mean, I did like Dark. I'm not gonna lie. I did like Dark Fate. I
Oh yeah,
thoroughly
Dark
like.
Fate was dope.
I
I forgot about
thoroughly
that.
enjoyed
Yeah,
that one.
I lost
yeah,
track
yeah.
of them. I mean, I've seen them all, but I don't remember who's what.
Dark Fate
The
is the
one,
last one.
yeah, the
Dark
very
Fate is
last
the
one
last one.
where Linda Hamilton came back.
Hamilton.
That was good.
Man,
That was
That's the
real
listen.
one with
good.
the that other female Terminator, right? She was like a
Yeah.
fake
And I love
Terminator.
her, and I love her. That girl is a great actress. If y'all haven't seen, there's a lot of stuff that she's been in that has been fire, but previous to Dark Fate. And when they brought her in as a as a Terminator killer, I was like, yes, that chick is tall. She's perfect. She was perfect for Dark Fate.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
I
still,
mean,
like James, I mean, not like I said, not for nothing. You are getting up there in age, and I would like to see something else from James Cameron besides Avatars.
Maybe he ain't got nothing else, brother.
I'm sure he got something else. He
the
got something.
Avatar. You know what?
When you really
Avatar
think
is
about
his
it, go
Halloween.
through James Cameron's stuff. He's never really had a lot of original IP stuff anyway. Because
No.
you can always argue the Terminator stuff if you bring in that woman. So that's
Well,
now
no,
forever going to be
you can't.
arguable.
No,
Yeah,
you can't
it's arguable.
even say that because certainly the Abyss, certainly
Yeah.
True Lies.
Yeah.
And theoretically,
Did he write True
even though
Lies?
it was based on his yeah,
Okay.
and the Abyss,
And it was based on what?
and you got it.
It was based on what? You
No,
about
I was about to say Titanic. I mean, theoretically, it was a real life event, but the entire story, I don't know if those two people was actually on that boat. So you got to give James Cameron his credit where credit is
Why
due.
is Titanic the only one? That's the second movie that I don't like by James Cameron. I don't know why. I love the music because I love Celine Dion, but outside of that, I don't know. Titanic didn't do it for me. It's like this. It's like the like the third Avatar did nothing for me. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I still have to
I
see
think
it.
one of the main reasons. I think one of the main reasons I like Titanic is because of the all the stuff that he went through to actually make it. Where
Yeah,
Fox didn't like this is going to fail, and that's why Paramount came involved. It was going to fail, and then it then turns out that it didn't do none of that crap.
and
I
it was
mean, maybe
genius
he
the way he
feels
got them
maybe
to pay for the film. I love
maybe he
that's the
Yeah,
part
feels
that I
at
do
this
love.
point. Maybe he feels at this point in his career he just wants to ride out the IP that he has, and you don't want to deal with the. I mean, I don't know. It all depends. I mean, it is a money maker, that's for sure. It's
yes,
proven to make money. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and you
that
know,
is
it
that's
stands
Every
true.
on
anniversary,
its own.
every anniversary, there's a load of people at the theaters to go see. I miss. Yeah, oh man, y'all don't understand. Me being in this rehab is killing me. I miss going to the movies, and even right now, I would go see Titanic if there was an anniversary showing of it.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
telling you this, man. James Cameron. I don't think James Cameron really gets the love that he deserves for the Abyss. I love the Abyss.
Yeah,
I saw that on the theater, but then like when it got ready to come on VHS, and some of y'all saying, "What the hell is VHS?" I don't know about that. I was
Mhm.
invited to a screening of Avatar, the Intrepid. The Intrepid's got the best movie theater I've ever been to in my life.
Mm.
But I saw that with a whole bunch of Navy people, and they marveled at that movie. It was an incredible experience. But he truly doesn't get the love that he deserves for the Abyss. And
no.
definitely, if you guys have it, get the uncut version with the tidal wave at the end. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like, yo, why didn't
The
you
one I
you such a
have.
thing? And you're gonna say, why didn't you keep that in that should have stayed in the movie. That should have
Hmm.
stayed.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you know what, Ralph? To this day, I don't know which two movies are the best, The Abyss or Leviathan, because both of those movies were.
The Abyss. The Abyss. I mean, I like Leviathan, but The Abyss.
The Abyss was to me
It's got
better.
the Abyss has that watchability over and over again.
Because I mean, the
Yeah.
Abyss was one because it's not hard. It's not easy to make like people who make these water movies. So many water movies failed through the years. So like
Poor,
movies that take
poor, what's
take
his
place
face?
take place upon water, underwater. I mean, you had to fast forward all the way until the more better technology. But the water
Waterworld.
movies,
What
Waterworld was just garbage. But that's a
it
whole nother
wasn't. No,
story.
Waterworld was good, man. They gave Kevin
Good and
Costner a
terrible.
bad
It
rap
was all
on that.
right.
It was
It
all
could
right.
I think in that case, if Kevin Costner would have taken himself out of some of the behind the scenes things and just left it in the hand of the director, it could have been better.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, man. So anyhow, so yeah, as reported by a million different outlets, the night kind of soured when the gentleman who the film I Swear, who did win a couple of awards that night, so good for them. Uh, the gentleman that the film is about, uh, John Davidson, he's an activist with Tourette's syndrome. He goes around and obviously talks about living with this condition, which is, like a neurological uh, condition where you have tics and you say things and do things. A lot of people, there's different, from what I understand, there's different variations of it or the severity of it. So, because in my quick little research, apparently, Billie Eilish has Tourette syndrome, but she has a very rare, a very mild, I guess, form of it, and hers comes in the forms of tics that not vocally or verbally, It's more so with reactions and actions. So a lot of times it might happen during. I read that she requests to have those things like cut out of interviews and stuff that she does. Never knew that. Didn't realize that. I mean, I'm not like I watch every interview she does, but that was news to me. I do remember, as far as my knowledge, like I said, I'm no expert on it. I did have a childhood friend that had it, and we became friends as we grew up, and he that's about as much as I knew about it, like face to face. And the one person I always think about is Chris Jackson, aka Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, who was the NBA point guard. Years ago, he played 15 years in the NBA, and he had Tourette's syndrome. And his ticks would go off sometime, and he used to avoid doing interviews and stuff like that as much, and all that stuff. So people who have to live with that is obviously it's a rough thing, you know. Wouldn't no one can say they walk in people's shoes they don't know. But so this film, this guy was at the festival. I'm not festival, the award show, because his film, the film that's about him, is was nominated, and it actually won. We went over it. It won best actor, best lead actor, and something else it won. So she's in the audience, and as Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan are presenting, they're just presenting an award. I don't even remember what the award was for, but it was just, they were presenters. So he blurts out the R word. I mean the R word, the N word with the hard R. That's why it's the R word. The N word with the hard R. Couple times and then from people that were sitting in the area said it was actually like 2-3 times, but and it was caught on a mic. It was caught, it was heard. And of course, Delroy Lindo, being the professional he is, continued going, and they just continued and handed out their award as they should. But obviously, that's what has caught the attention, because of course, it's gonna catch the attention. That's what everyone's reporting on, and it's been a back and forth thing. Was it on purpose? Was it intentional? Or this, that? There's a lot of theories behind it. A lot of people
skip
say
to the
that,
point.
but the man,
There's no theory behind it. They did it on purpose. Like I told you, that's the stuff that British people do. And above all of that, why was he even near a microphone?
well, he was picked. Yeah, right. He was picked up allegedly by one of the other mics that was, whatever. He yelled it out because obviously part of his tics that he does is, he yells out profanity, obscenities and stuff like that. And he actually has I don't know if we call it a version of the Tourette syndrome or a form of it. It has like its own extra name where these are the people
BS.
that
I call
that
BS
usually,
on I call BS on him and his Tourette's. I call BS on the BAFTAs for even allowing that to happen. Because why was he even that close to a microphone for it to even be heard? Well, aren't the mics on the tables usually shut off?
well, I mean,
When somebody's presenting, usually
well, I mean,
unless somebody's
he was probably
screaming.
picked up by their bike, or it could be another mic in the building that might have been on, but nevertheless, it was picked up. It wasn't crystal clear. I was watching the BAFTAs, and I did not see that part. I saw when Ryan.
Wait. Did you see it online? Like Did you see it online, or did you actually see it on the BBC network?
No, it's funny you asked that. I actually had it because I got my little box over here, so I actually had it on the BBC network. But I wasn't watching it on the B. I had it on my TV on the BBC network, but I was watching it online as well.
Yeah, I heard they edited it out from the streaming service. If you actually saw it on the network, it was the way it was.
Got you. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't see it live. I did, I was watching it, and I saw Ryan Coogler get his award. I saw everybody get their awards, but yeah, so now just recently, it took a little while, but the BAFTAs have issued an apology to the two gentlemen.
Who cares? They let it go. It's you know what? Screw them. You know what? And you know what? Black people should never be a part. Never show up. Pull a Jay-Z. Never show up at the BAFTAs again. I never watched it, and now I never will watch the BAFTAs.
So the yeah, with that being said, the damn, I lost my train of thought. But thank you, Kevin, for cutting me off.
Sorry, bro.
Train of thought. But so basically, I guess, oh yeah, John Davison has finally broken his silence. Hasn't he said enough? But he broken his silence.
Would he break it? Would he broke his silence twice?
Yeah, exactly.
No, so you were talking about Darrell Lindo and what's his face?
Yeah. Right. Well, they got and somebody said he meant it. The comments was like he meant it. Yeah, I mean the bottom line is this. I'll give my take on it. I'm just trying to get past the whole incident of it all, and then I'll get my take on it and we move on. So he said well, they have quotes here that he wanted to thank the BAFTA and everyone involved in the awards last night for their support and understanding and inviting me to attend the broadcast. I appreciate the announcement to the auditorium in advance of the recording. Now, no one, there's people that was there that said that did not happen. So I don't know what he's talking about. Supposedly he's saying that there was an announcement in advance of the recording warning everyone that my tics are involuntary and are not a reflection of my personal beliefs.
Now you said you didn't see that at the beginning of the show.
No, I didn't see it. But what I'm saying is that there are people that was there that have been commenting on this situation, and they were saying, remember one of my biggest things that I was saying is like they should
exactly.
I was saying that, and now he's saying that they did, and there were people that also attended. Maybe they didn't hear it. Maybe they wasn't there when the disclaimer was given. But according to him, they did give a disclaimer and a warning to everyone. Well,
at what part? Because obviously they didn't. Because
you really given this way more time than you have dinner. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So
thank you.
I'm gonna say this.
Wait. Let me get past this, and then we'll comment on it so we can move forward. A stage manager at the BAFTA Awards had introduced. This is what they said in parentheses. A stage manager at BAFTA Awards had introduced Davison to the audience before the show and alerted guests that they may hear some involuntary, quote unquote, noises or movements during the ceremony, according to Variety. He says, I was heartened by the round of applause that followed his announcement and felt welcome and understood the environment.
By 3 people.
And then he said, in addition to the announcement, Alan Cumming, who came on. Now that I saw Alan Cumming, who was like the host, come on and say, like, kind of to the crowd, but that was after the fact. That was after he screamed out the the N word. So I did
Thank
not
you, Alan.
see
Thank you,
that.
Alan Cummings, for coming to the rescue. Ralph,
Right.
what was you gonna say?
Basically.
You know what? I heard about this last night. I've been busy with New York Fashion Week, and I didn't really understand what was going on. So when I
Right.
saw the description on the show today, you know, right before we went to air, I was talking to my lady friend who was a nurse, and I was telling her about this, and she said she's aware to consider it. But I said, but does the guy deserve a pass, so to speak? Because I know that there's a form of a Tourette's where, and I mean, and since you now that you said that they warned the audience about him that this could happen, I'll put it like this: there's a form of Tourette's where men, physically men, when they'll just start grabbing women's boobs. Okay, they just do, and they say, "Well, I have Tourette's." It's like a nervous reaction or something like that. So what if he didn't know? What if he was walking around and he saw, I don't know, Margot Robbie, he just grabbed her boob? Does he get a pass for that? Or even you said to say, okay, you said it once. I mean, you did it once. You understand you had this thing, but
But if he's touchy feely, you don't invite somebody who's grabbing ass to the award show.
But that's my entire point. If he is prone to just say random things, and I don't, and I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. We don't know if he's ever prone to saying racist statements, because I'm sorry, it's a racist statement. But
He's British. I go ahead, bro.
I'm saying I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. My thing is, if you know that this man is prone to just saying random things at random, you shouldn't have had a mic anywhere near him unless he actually won. You could have showed him all you want to on the show, because the camera the camera got, I don't know if you guys know it, but the camera got this function called the zoom in. You can zoom and see people. But simply because of that Mike should have been nowhere around him unless
and that's what they normally do when they if there's a story about a particular person and they get invited to the award show, they usually will show the camera on that person and then do a cutaway.
Yeah. Everything would
So I
have been
mean,
fine.
the bottom line is, so BAFTA issues their apology and basically says, obviously they're very sorry about that. They didn't, because the bottom line is, even though it wouldn't have stopped it from happening, they could have, the BAFTA broadcast is not like a live broadcast. They had time to
2
cut that out.
hours.
Yeah,
2 hours.
It's a 2-hour delay.
Why didn't you guys cut that out? And more than
and not only cut it out, why didn't you escort his ass out?
Now, according to him, he left a little early. I think he left after that incident because he had said a few things before that.
And he was he watched the show from the green room.
Probably. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tony. So that's
you know what? And what he just said. Now, I didn't think about this earlier when I was talking to you, Wes. I was on the same point that Ralph was on. But you know what? That's where his ass should have been the whole show.
Yeah.
Right. Because they wanted him to hear.
And I'm saying, I think that because they wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt that he could try to control. And I guess they were expecting him to say the stuff that he would usually say. They didn't. I'm quite sure BAFTA did not expect him to start using the N-word or
they wanted they knew
stuff.
They knew he was going to do. Tony, I'm sorry, you were going to say something. I just want to say this one point. They knew that's why they had him where they had him. Is he close enough to where he can be caught hot on the mic? Good. We got him in good position. I guarantee you that's
I
where the
don't.
whole when they were doing the mic test for
Okay.
that. Go ahead, man.
I'm like, you guys are all coming up with these conspiracy theories, like it's all JFK style that shit about this guy
He's
that
right.
like you guys are spending way too much time on it. You
Yeah,
know,
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Well,
I mean, when
it's definitely
when I was
a
when
hot
this
topic.
went on, I was
I said they
actually
could have cut about 10 minutes.
what's that?
I said it could have been cut by a whole 10 minutes. This whole conversation could have cut by 10 minutes.
Yeah, again, another thing we spent too much time on.
But that's because
Our
y'all
own
won't
fault.
shut up. Nah, I'm joking with you. Y'all keep cutting me off and won't let me get to my point, and we would have been done with it.
We still haven't heard the point. We still gotta wait for it. Go for it. Nobody
Yeah.
speak.
No, my opinion, it's not a point. My opinion is I feel that now that I'm reading other stuff that they allegedly put, these are things that I told off camera. I said this to Kev. I said I think they should have put a disclaimer out. So according to him, they did. Not that is going to make it better, but it could soften the blow a little bit. But I said that. I also felt that if your condition is that bad, because like the reason why I went into all of this and I mentioned the people that I know and I mentioned the people because not everyone has the same exact condition or severity of it, so to speak. That's why I mentioned Billie Eilish. That's why I mentioned all these people. So if the severity of your particular condition is that bad, you may want to be a little more considerate and say, you know what, I think I'm gonna sit this one out, and or maybe go in the green room and watch it because whatever the case may be. As far as the word itself,
you could have just stayed backstage.
Yeah,
you can't do that because the movie was about him, and it got nominated. So no,
yeah.
you're.
Well, he came. He still came. Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, I'm just telling you how.
Well, okay, you put a disclaimer up in the beginning, so I'm gonna say it, nigger.
No, I say that.
Wow.
My
stop. Like this, gotten way too much time already. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my thing on it is that that's just the way I think. I think that it should have been something, and the bottom line is at the bottom line for this is, does it excuse the fact that the word that he said just because he has the condition? Not in my opinion, because to say the word has to be in your brain, that it's a neurological condition and you say things that you're thinking, but you just don't have control over what you're saying. And if you think it, you feel it. Starts in the heart, it connects with the brain, then it comes out your mouth. That's how life works.
This feels like an episode of Frasier. I'm sorry,
but either way, the apology was, the apology was half-hearted, put out there, and there you have it. So there you go. Of course, some people would, are going crazy over it. Some people think it's a big deal, but those words cut like knives to some people, and it is what it is, no matter where it's coming from or how it's coming from. And that's why I covered it, because it should be covered. It should be talked about. It should be
no, it shouldn't have been. You know what should have happened? What should have always happened? When these crackers start stepping out of line, they need to start getting punched in their face. Period.
Well, I mean,
gotta be on IG way more often. I'm loving these guys. MAGA guys that are just mouthing. Oh, IG, they got this page. They got this page of the. And I'll send it to you. Of these stupid MAGA guys that are calling every racial epithet to black people, Mexicans, Chinese, whoever, and they held. That is like my favorite page, because they give their ass beat. They had one guy I watched this afternoon was saying, "I'm sorry, man. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please don't hit me no more." I was just like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome."
Man, just whip his ass.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, I mean, we could be talking about like we should be talking about like the X-Men movie coming up, or
Well,
Doom's.
I'm reading I'm gonna read this comment, and this is gonna be the last thing. Says I don't think it's. No, I don't think so. It's a big deal. One of the biggest black actors in Hollywood got called the N word on TV. What do you mean spending too much time on it? Yeah. So I mean, like I said, for me, it's not true. I mean, everyone has their opinions and whatever they want, and it isn't spending too much time on it because it's something that should be talked about. I mean, I literally one of the reasons why I even made the show is because of that, because I wanted to say my opinion on what happened on that situation, which I have now. So my opinion's out there. But the SAG Awards is next week, and so let me look. I'm gonna bring up the nominees for the SAG Awards, and we'll go over that, which we will be covering that next Monday, because I believe it is Sunday that SAG Awards will be happening. So now we have the whole point of the awards season. We're into the BAFTAs. Well, we're past the BAFTAs now. We see one battle has picked up a lot of momentum. Now going into the SAG Awards is going to be a little bit different. I said at the top of the show, the actors make up pretty much one of the biggest majorities of the Academy. So, that's why the SAG Awards every year, a lot of people, they use these few award shows as their barometer to try to predict where the Oscar is going to go. Of course, not everyone's going to be every time, but a lot of times, if you got the actors supporting you on certain things, it may turn out good for you in the Oscars. So we got best performance by an ensemble in a drama series. That will be The Diplomat, Landman, The Pit, Severance, and the White Lotus.
That's gonna be the White Lotus. That's gonna be the White Lotus.
Probably White Lotus.
Okay, how many people agree with me? Landman.
I do not. I think it's going to be the White Lotus or Severance because they always win. Apparently they're great. I don't know. I don't watch any of those shows, honestly.
The White Lotus.
I think Landman. I think Landman is going to be the jawbreaker for that group.
It could be. I hear a lot of good things about it. Best performance by an ensemble in a comedy series. You might as well just give that to Abbott Elementary. But you got Abbott Elementary, The Bear. That wins a lot too. The Bear. Hacks, Only Murders in the Building, and Studio. Studio is
the Studio.
The Studio.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Funny.
Yeah, the Studio should win. I hope it. I think this is going to be a good year for it, because they did good at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, they're well, and Kathleen O'Hara just died, so they're going to give her something.
Yeah, that's true. Kathleen O'Hara, man.
She definitely gonna walk. They definitely gonna walk out there with something for her.
Exactly.
She deserves it. Whether she was alive or not, whether even if she was alive, she deserves it. She has been putting in a tremendous amount of great content over the last 7 years. She has just been killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad that she's gone because
I know.
Oh yeah. What's this? I'm disappointed with the panel tonight. This is one of the hottest topics right now, trending, and you guys want to get off of it. It's called content creation, fellas.
Look, I already said that. I said I don't think that the man. I think that the guy deserves a pass.
Doesn't matter who said it. It's somebody in the comments.
Yeah, I don't think that the
Well,
guy
No.
deserves a
I want to
pass.
direct. I want to direct my energy at them. Who said it?
what's the person's name? Here? Is this
Reacts and recaps. Reacts. All I can sit there and say is that look, I don't think the
reacts and
guy.
recaps? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the guy deserves a pass for saying the N word, because Wes is right. When something is in your brain, it's in your brain. I could give you like in they show he said no fuck the Queen or something. I could even if he said fuck Michael B. Jordan, I could have went with that one because but that's not what he said. He called him the N word. Like that'd be if Benicio del Toro's there, he called him the S word. You know,
And this is
that's in
why.
your
And this
mind.
is why. Just like Tony said, it's getting too much energy because
Yeah.
that guy
That's
went.
part of
That
what we're
guy.
doing.
The BAFTAs allowed him to do that.
Hmm.
That was staged.
Well, they definitely have to take responsibility for it. So,
So whoever
best
said that,
performance,
go ahead.
best performance by a male actor in a drama series: Sterling K. Brown, Paradise, Billy Crudup, for
Oh yeah.
The Morning Show, Walter Goggins for The White Lotus, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, and Noah Wiley for The Pit. Noah Wiley, I hear that show is good, but I mean, it's another, it's like an ER 2.0, ain't it?
Yeah.
So
It's like ER Doc and Chicago MD and all them other shows is
House.
out there. And your house is just on the cable. It's just on the cable network now, where they can get everything out. They can curse. They can do all they need to do, and that's the only difference. Could you tell me that lineup for this award again?
For what award? Oh, for the best
The one
male
you just
actor.
mentioned, for
Yeah,
just saying
Paradise,
Peterson.
Sterling K. Brown, Paradise, Billy Crudup for The Morning Show, Walter Goggins for White Lotus, and Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, Noah Wiley for The Pit. That's them. Performance by a female actor in drama series is Britt Lower for Severance, Parker Posey for The White Lotus. That cast is loaded, by the way. There's a lot of people in that cast. Kerry Russell, The Diplomat, Ree Seahorn for Pluribus, and Amy Lou Wood for The White Lotus.
That's gonna be Parker Posey.
Probably Parker Posey in that. Performance by male actor in a comedy series. You know how this is all actor stuff. Obviously, it's the SAG Award. Let's see, comedy series. Ike, what's his name? Ike Barinholtz for The Studio. Adam Brody, Nobody Wants This.
Funny.
Ted Danson, The Man on the Inside. Seth Rogen, The Studio. Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building. They get nominated every year, but they
Every
seem to
year.
never win.
Martin Short needs to lose this year.
No, he never wins. They never win.
They never win. Oh,
they
so
always
maybe
get
he should get a
nominated.
win. Because one of them get to win.
Him.
Huh?
Steve Martin usually gets the better odds of winning than Martin Short. I mean, Martin Short, he comes up short. But I mean, the guy is, I don't know, man. I don't know why he always the butt of the jokes and stuff. But I mean, give it to the man.
Check this category. This is a nice one. Performance by a female actor in a comedy series. Catherine Hahn for The Studio. Catherine O'Hara for The Studio. Jenna Ortega for Wednesday. Jean Smart for Hacks. And Kristen Wiig for Palm Royale. So,
oh, damn. I want Catherine to win so bad.
Which
but how can I not? Oh, yeah, that's true. But damn, I gotta go with Jenna Ortega for Wednesday.
Too, though. I like Catherine Hahn in it too.
Yeah, but damn,
that show deserves all the accolades, man. That show is That show's good, man.
It does,
I
but I
haven't been
gotta
able
go
to
with
watch
Jenna
the whole
Ortega
thing yet.
for Wednesday.
Jenna Ortega. Performance by a male actor in television, movie, or limited series. They have all of these long ass things. Jason Bateman for Black Rabbit. Never watched that show. Owen Cooper for Adolescents.
All it is just
Two,
another Ozark. That's all it is, except it's in New York.
what'd you say?
Ozark in New York.
Oh, that's what it is. Black Rabbit. Ozark in New York. Well, Ozark was a great series.
It's just the guy keeps doing the same.
It's like the same role. Yeah, it's the same guy and everything.
It's like this. No, he's just got longer hair. I mean, like
He just got
He just got longer hair.
I mean, I watched. I mean, I'll say it was a good series, but it's not good enough to win. An ensemble thing.
Oh, the Black Rabbit. That
Black
series.
Rabbit.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna jump down to action performance by a stunt ensemble in a television series. We have Andor, Landman, The Last of Us, Squid Game, and Stranger Things.
You know what? I'm taking Andor. I really, and I was slow to Andor. I saw season 1, thought it was uninteresting, and maybe it's because season 2 you started bringing in people from the movie Rogue One, building up to Rogue. I mean, it ends off with him going to go find the girl in Rogue One. But I thought it was really, really good. It's one of the few Star Wars series that I would even sit there and say was really, really good. I mean, I liked Obi-Wan, but it was kind of uneven. Some of the other Star Wars things, I was like, it's just well, except the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian. Except for the first 2 seasons of
Mandalorian, of course, yeah.
But the third season was kind of let down.
I'm sorry, guys. I got bumped out accidentally. Wes, could you give me the run back again?
Stunt ensemble: Andor, Landman, The Last of Us, Squid Game, and Stranger Things. That's the performance by
the Last of Us fell off to me.
I think I'm gonna go with Stranger Things actually, because this season had some really good stunts in it, and it had that oneer.
It did.
That was really good. That action sequence that was a oneer that they did, that was awesome. It had a lot of practical effects and that like stunts. It required a lot of stunts because that set they built was so massive and required a lot of stunts, especially to pull off that oneer. I'm going with Stranger Things this year for that.
And what's the category called again?
Action performance by stunt ensemble. So it's a stunt.
I don't know why Landman is on there for this one.
I think
they had that explosion in in the beginning in the season 1.
It was a stunt.
Yeah, so I guess yeah.
Well, let me flip it.
What'd you say?
Let me flip an 18-wheeler. That's your stunt nomination.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, with the 18-wheeler running into that Honda Civic or whatever it was, parked on the side of the road in the dark.
Yeah.
That was crazy actually. That accident was kind of crazy. All right. Yeah, but I don't know if Landman's pulling it off on this category. Good one.
You like the show, but
they were reaching on this one. They're like, who else do we grab? Oh, there's no more stuff.
Who else can we put in there? Let's put Landman. It's a good show. Let's throw that in there.
Let's put Hacks in there. I mean, let's put Pitt in there simply because of the fact, well, they got to play someone that's injured, so that's a stunt. Let's put him in.
Right, that's a stunt. Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna jump to the movie stuff. Performance by a cast in a motion picture. Frankenstein, Hamnet.
So, I'm going to tell you one thing that's going to happen because of what happened at BAFTA. they are
Uh-huh.
going to go and they will give Sinners one or two extra awards that they
Yeah,
would probably.
exactly.
to
Exactly.
make up for it. It'll make up a
Yeah,
war.
Yeah,
make up for that fuck up.
happen at one of
Yeah.
those two. It'll
Uh,
they'll
um,
that's in
yeah, maybe so. Uh, performance by cast. So we got Frankenstein. This is a cast in a motion picture. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners. I gotta
Yeah,
go
this
One
is
Battle After Another, man. There was a big cast. It was some major players in that cast. They were very colorful characters. I could see that winning.
I'm gonna go.
Uh,
I gotta go with Cheat on this one, man. I think Sinners is gonna get it just because it's a makeup award. Somebody's getting
I think
knocked off.
Sinners would have got it regardless. I think Sinners would have won
I
that
mean,
regardless.
Sinners. I
Actually,
think
No,
Sinners
I'm
should
thinking
get it.
Frankenstein would have got
well,
it
now,
over all of them. If you
right
ask
now,
me,
Cast. I mean, the cast is. I mean, yeah.
the favorite for this category is actually Frankenstein.
Yeah.
see,
Okay.
see,
Well, in my opinion, nah. But yeah, that's fine.
yeah, no, it's either Frankenstein.
Well, you got
or
one
Sinners.
guy that's in that cast that is nominated for an Oscar. Well,
But
actually,
you,
all these cast members are nominated for Oscars in all of these films. Actually, when you think about it, not all of the cast, but there's someone, at least one person from each one of
but
these
but
films.
but bro, I'm telling you, what listen, what homie said is right. Sinners is gonna get some I'm sorry
extra
awards.
love,
But
extra
but at the
love.
same time, if he's saying that Frankenstein's a favorite, I guarantee you, it's going to be Sinners or Frankenstein. Watch,
Yeah.
because that other the one you were just talking about, Wes,
One battle.
one baffle enough. They disappointed me so many times, and I'm thinking they're going to get awards and they don't get them.
No, well, they just cleaned up at the BAFTAs.
Well, that's at the BAFTAs, you know
Yeah.
that
I mean, it's
that's
only been that. I mean, they did well at the Golden Globes as well. They actually, that film probably has the
Clean
most
up.
actual wins right now out of the.
Season. Yeah,
but
that
I
movie's
don't
supposed
think
to be season.
Yeah. So they have the most wins out of all of these films so far through the award season. I think they've been
I don't remember them cleaning up so much at the Golden Globes.
they won quite a few
Well,
Golden
One Battle
Globes.
Another, it was like always doing something. Like,
Yeah, they won quite a few Golden Globes. So next one's performance by a female actor in a leading role: Jessie Buckley Hamnet, Rose Byrne for "If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You," Kate Hudson, "Song Sung Blue," Chase Infinity from One Battle After Another, and Emma Stone for Begonia.
Okay, Begonia. I'm sorry, I don't know if I gave you guys my opinion last time. It's a very expensive Plan 9 from outer space, and it pissed me off.
I actually liked Begonia. I thought it was done pretty well. The performances I thought were good.
And the ending ruined it. I'm like, of course.
Jesse Plemons is really good in that. And I hope, being that he got, in my opinion, got snubbed for the Oscars. I'm hoping he kind of takes it or gets some love at over here. I think he did a really good job, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if Jesse Buckley seems like the one that's on fire right now. I didn't see Song Sung Blue. Kate Hudson has been getting a lot of props for her role in that, but Emma Stone is Emma Stone, bro. So don't be surprised if she takes it, because
I would. It's gonna be the girl. It's gonna be the girl from Hammett. I would be surprised.
She's the one that's on fire right now. Jessie Buckley's on fire right now. So, yeah, performance by a male actor in a leading role: Timothy Chalamet. That's what it says. Timothy Chalamet for Mario Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Jesse Plemons for Begonia. I'm pulling for Michael B. Jordan. That would be nice. I think this is where he's gonna have to win it because I don't think he's gonna get the Oscar. So I think he has to take it here. And because actors respect when actors really put in the work, and it's been documented through this whole run of their for your consideration run, different actors have been coming on and putting it out there of all the work he put into those characters and building the characters, even going as far as building their backstories before, everything that happened before page one, all of that stuff. I've been watching all of these interviews, and he's been at the SAG, he's been at the damn SAG theater or whatever that is a couple times over, and you got all of these different
he's promoted.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're going hard, and all these different Hollywood people, they're just bigging up Sinners all the way around. That's number one. But the actors are really giving Michael B. Jordan his flowers for his work on this.
Wait, what'd you say?
Why is he not in any of the Avengers sequels? Killmonger. They brought every villain from every universe into the next Avengers, but Killmonger's not in there. And like in all these universes that they're bringing all these people in, he's not in there.
Well, he's gonna be in it. They just haven't announced it. He'll end up in one of those big ones, either Secret War. He'll definitely be in Secret Wars. They just haven't announced it. There's still a lot of people they haven't announced yet. It's gonna be,
I think there's still a lot of people they haven't even cashed yet. They haven't reached out and say, hey, we got to put you back into this.
And we got to get you back in here. Yeah, there's a lot that they haven't revisited, but they're definitely going to, because they bought, in the What If series, he was in the multiverse, Killmonger. Right?
Yeah.
So they'll put him in there. I don't think he'll be in Doomsday, but he'll probably definitely pop up in, and he'll probably, who knows, man, that he may pop up somehow in Black Panther again, because by that time the next Black Panther will be past Secret Wars, so everything will be reset anyway. So who knows what the hell is gonna happen? So he'll probably pop. I kind of think they got a little lucky streak going on, so Coogler might just continue to put him in his films.
Man, Coogler's a good director. I wouldn't put it. Coogler's a great director, so
yeah, he's a good director. Very, very good. Yeah, I love what I like about him is he's a student. He's a student of the craft too. Every time he says an interview, he mentions some other filmmaker that's become a mentor of his, and I'm like, this dude is learning from everybody. He's learning from Nolan. He's learning from Spike. He's learning from like all these different people he's mentioning that are mentors. He refers to them as mentors. John Singleton, when he was alive, like all these people were mentors of his. So he takes the knowledge from them and really and applies it. So that's what you're supposed to do. I think that's what's making him a really solid, really good director. He's not afraid to still learn. Now, this is a man who's only made 5 films, and they've all been smashes. They've all been box office smashes. They've all been, good films, right? Successful. He doesn't have to be that way, but he wants to learn. He always wants to keep learning. So that's what's up.
Gotta respect that. That.
You gotta respect it, man. So who do you think's taking leading role for this one? Chalamet, DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, or Jesse Plemons?
I'm saying DiCaprio is between DiCaprio and Michael B. Jordan.
I agree. I think Chalamet, once again, he gonna be looking from the outside, trying to get in. So.
Oh shit! Don't sleep. They trying to make him the next. They're gonna, you can sit this one out because they're gonna give him the Oscar.
I don't think he even gonna. I told you. I don't think he's gonna be. He's not gonna win the Oscar either. I don't think so. Like I said, Tom Cruise, a prime example. All that praise that came his way when he was young, and still had. And even if you want to say Leonardo, I mean, come on, he didn't get an Oscar.
Tom went into action. He took on a lot of action. Became an action guy. He wasn't getting no Oscars for those. But Chalamet is a dramatic actor.
I'm talking about in the beginning, Tom Cruise in the beginning. I mean, come on, The Color of Money, Rain Man, Born on the 4th of July. I mean, the guy was smoking, but yet and still nothing. And why? Because he was so young. They kept saying, "Oh man, he'll give you something." You got time. And I say the same thing with Timothée Chalamet. They're gonna say the same thing. And not for nothing, did they not say that with Leonardo DiCaprio? Oh, he's young, we'll give him time. And then he had to go and do something totally way out the way for him to get an Oscar.
Yeah. What were you saying, Tony?
We'll give him a Lifetime Award.
Yeah. So you said DiCaprio on that one. Did you say that, Tony?
Yep.
DiCaprio, yeah. I'm gonna go with Michael B. Jordan on this one. I think this is the one he's gonna get. As much as I'd like him to get the Oscar, I don't think he's gonna get the Oscar. So I think this is the one that he's going to get. Actors appreciate actors doing the work for roles, and I think they're going to reward him for that. So performance by a female actor in a supporting role: Odessa Azion, Marty Supreme, Ariana Grande for Wicked for Good, Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wumi Musaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another.
Man, that's a tough one because part of me really want to say Tiana Taylor because I think if you yank her character out, One Battle Another really. Let me rephrase that. Even if you leave the character in it without Tiana Taylor playing the character, I don't think it has the same kind of impact that she brought to it. I mean, really speaking, she's only in the movie for about 15 minutes, and she's an Oscar nominee for about 15 minutes at work. But it were like a good 15 minutes where she set the tone for everybody in the damn movie. So she all right now she went to but my fallback would be Amy Madigan.
I was thinking about that too because she, oh my gosh, she was terrifying in Sinners, man.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, in Weapons in that movie, man, she was scary, bro.
I'm gonna
be interesting,
and I'm gonna say Ariana Grande.
You think Ariana?
Really?
I don't know if she's gonna get it, but yeah, did she get one last year?
No,
or no, she did not.
But I think
maybe because she didn't even get nominated this year. I don't think. Did she get nominated for the Oscar this year?
No idea.
Nope.
I thought they left her out this time.
No, she did. They left her out. I heard one of the reasons she got left out, and I can kind of see this because they thought that the whole girl romance between her and Cynthia Erivo during the promotions of the Wicked movies was, in the end, it became kind of creepy.
Annoying. But I don't know. My reason for leaving, I wouldn't have left her out for that. The reason why, if I had a vote, which I do not, obviously, but if I had a vote, I would not vote for her but that's why I asked, did she get one last time? To me, Wicked for Good is just part 2 of the same movie. So it's like, I'm not going to, they did get a lot of nominations the first time around. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be nominating them pretty much for the same movie this, second time around.
I don't agree with that.
To me, a lot of the stuff is the same. The makeup's the same. The costume design is the same, pretty much.
But
it's like the same.
Yeah. But wait. I got now.
The music isn't the same. That's different. So that should get nominated.
But I have to say, you can make that same argument for the original Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's all the same film. They just broke it up. But like you said, costumes are the same. The sets are the same. Yeah. I mean, you can make the same argument. However, Wicked for Good was not as good as Wicked. The Lord of the Rings I mean, personally, I thought the Fellowship of the Ring was better than the other two, but the other two are still really good, solid films. So if and you didn't have to see Fellowship of the Ring to understand the Two Towers or Return of the King.
Okay.
Right? You didn't have to see. You could have just walked
But
into it
then
and been
in
and
that
been
case, they're more of individual movies. Then, if you don't have to see the other one to understand those, they're a little more individuals. I don't know if you could say that for Wicked. For
Nah.
good.
And like
You
I
know?
said, I had questions about Wicked for Good, because it certainly is not the story of the Wizard of Oz I ever heard, and it still perplexes me. But I understand this is their interpretation. But it seems
It's
the
their
whole thing.
interpretation. I mean, do you want to see the same story of the Wizard of Oz? You're gonna have to see it from their perspective, right?
And I've seen the stage play, and I'm a big fan. So for me, this was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I saw the play too. The play doesn't touch on the Wizard of Oz, but I still say it, and I don't understand. Like you basically saying the entire Wizard of Oz is based because Elphaba got laid. Like that's what stopped her from saving her sister because she had to have the prince. I'm just saying, like, where did that come from?
What if you know that?
Well, she had to be somewhere when the house fell on her. She definitely wasn't there.
But even before the house fell on her, she said, "I feel my sister. Something's wrong," but she had to go get laid. And so, like, you knew something was going on with your sister. You could have left on your broomstick, but instead you got on a different broomstick.
You got on another stick.
You got another stick. I'm just saying.
She got on the other broomstick. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know if Eric, but he said Ariana Grande. I'm gonna say either Amy Madigan or they might do Tiana Taylor again. I think actors appreciate once again they appreciate, especially she's kind of a new actor, but she was doing the work for the character. You know what I mean? So they appreciate that stuff. You know, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and give that to her as well. Say, hey, you put the work in, girl. You deserve it. Let's give it to you. You know.
Well, the thing out of all this stuff is that they're all getting better roles and bigger paychecks because of it. So at the end of the story, this is what it's about. What other roles can I get, and how much more money can my agent get for me, and can I get a series or a franchise, stuff like that. Literally, that's what this whole season's about.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because that's why everyone's behind Sinners so much. Because, it being the type of film it was, not being a franchise film, it getting so much love in the theaters, and people went back multiple times to see it in IMAX. They're gonna keep. That's why they're getting behind it.
You got to cheer stuff like that.
Huh?
You have to cheer stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's what it is, and that's obviously. That's what everyone's talking about. I mean, real quick. I was watching an interview with Nev Campbell for Scream 7, and she mentioned Sinners.
Oh yeah, that's coming out Friday.
In the middle of her interview, they asked her, "I gotta ask you this question: what's your favorite scary movie?" And she said she said the Changeling, which George C. Scott and she said, but a lot of people don't remember or know that movie. She's like, but as of recent memory, I loved Sinners. And I'm just like, she spent about 30 seconds talking about Sinners in her interview. So like everyone is shown so much love to this film, and I think you're 100% dead on, Tony. They're really celebrating these films that are not franchise films, not superhero or comic book films, but they're getting a lot of play and love in the theaters. They're getting a lot of love from the critics. A lot of these movies this year, critic-wise, I don't even really care about the critics, but a lot of these movies were highly critically acclaimed.
Weapons was real. I think Weapons blew people away.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all interested in it, but I don't think any of us was prepared for what it was when it came out. I mean, the premise is what hooked you, but
it was for me for sure. I was like, and I ain't even been big on horror in the last probably 10 years like that, because I don't really like supernatural horror, stuff like that. So so Weapons was great for me to see. I'm like, oh, I definitely want to see this. This looks awesome. Yeah, this is different. So yeah, it was great. So that's that. Performance by male actor in supporting role is Miles Caton for Sinners, Benicio del Toro for One Battle, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. He'll probably win. Paul Masco for Hamnet, and Sean Penn for One Battle after another.
It's gonna be Sean Penn.
It might be Sean again. Yeah,
it's gonna be Sean.
I mean, because like I said, man, he did such a good job as that character. He really built that character up.
Give him another award to another country and give that award to the country's leader, like he did it.
So you think? Okay, performance by some comedy. Oh, we already said that. That was all of the series. I just wanted to do the movies. That's pretty much it, because we already went over the series. So that's pretty much that. So now, in comparison, we'll obviously do our Oscars predictions again as we get a little closer, probably next week after we go over the SAG winners. Do you think that the momentum from this one could shift a little bit of Oscar? Let's just say, who was we just talking about? What's the guy's name? Oh, the one who everyone's thinking he's gonna get shut out. Chalamet.
No.
No.
What I think Chalamet is going to be on the outside looking in once again. What I will say is, because of what happened this weekend, whoever has not already cast their Oscar vote, and I'm not sure what the deadline is, because of his professionalism, I can see Delroy Lindo getting a couple of extra votes.
Yeah, that might be the one you're talking about, Tony. That might be that extra one that they get.
Just as a makeup.
Yeah,
because of his professionalism and how he handled that situation. I mean, not that he don't deserve it, because he did a great job with that character.
I mean, you can see the stills, and you can tell they heard the guy. And I think that B. Jordan's face was a little bit like he was thinking about snapping back, and you can see his face. And
yeah,
I thought that too. Yo, that's so funny you caught that, Tony, because I thought the same exact thing, because you saw the freeze frame of his face too. And
he was like,
I'm like, yo, he looked like he wanted to get in Creed mode.
Yeah, Delroy Lindo, he's like, okay, whatever, fool, you're just another idiot, and that was. But Michael B, he was like, he really fought that hard not to snap back.
He fought back.
You were talking about Killmonger was about to show up right then and there.
You wanted to see Killmonger, right?
He was about to come out right then and there.
Look at that still. Both of them. And Delroy's like, all right, whatever, fool. And Michael B, he's just like, and you can see he was going.
So before we push off, and Tony, I know you got some stuff you've been working on. I want you to share that with us. But we before we push off, I do want to talk a little bit about the franchise films, which I want to talk a little of. There's been a lot of Spider-Man, Brand New Day news coming out. A lot of Avengers stuff still coming in and coming out, right? So, first of all, Brand New Day looks like it's gonna be just crazy. It's definitely on the street level Spider-Man stuff, and but it's gonna be one of those plenty of villains he'll be handling. He's gonna have a villain montage from I hear in the beginning where he's just packing up mad villains. And I've been saying this from the first Sam Raimi film. I was like, can we get a classic Spider-Man montage where he just packing up these whack villains that be out there like the Rhino and the Shocker, like all these people that Spider-Man is usually packing up easily.
Spider-Man 2099. He's going to be on there as a villain.
Man, they got a lot of people that's
Miles
going
Morales.
to.
I'm excited about Miles Morales. That I'm super.
They are going to, and of course, in this one you got the Punisher that's going to be in it. Hulk, Jean Grey. I'm saying Jean Grey. They haven't confirmed her yet, but she's Jean Grey, based on the leaks. Based on the leaks that has come out, they even the last leak that came out, they talked about some of her power set, where she's controlling somebody's mind. It's Jean Grey, yeah. So, Sadie Sink is gonna play Jean Grey in that movie, and I don't know if she's going to be maybe you have so many different stories about Jean Grey. There's stories where she lost her memory. I don't know if they're gonna kind of do that. Maybe she's been displaced. Maybe she's from that X-Men universe, but somehow through an incursion or something that's happening, she ended up over here. I don't know why she's here, and I don't know why they have in the in one of the synopsises or whatever that the Punisher is kind of be like protecting her. I'm like, why does she need the Punisher to protect her? So she must have maybe lost her memory or something and doesn't really know how to use her powers, because they can't have her on there fully powered. She'd be OP. You know what I'm saying? If she's on there fully powered, who's beating her? You know what I'm saying? So
Jean Grey, he won't even be fully Doomsday, or he won't be fully powered in Doomsday, or even Secret Wars, because if she's fully powered, then she's the Phoenix.
Right, of course, yeah. But she won't even be in this movie. She won't even be on the level of when she's just an X-Man. She's not gonna be on that level, because there is a scene. There is a scene in there where she's mind controlling some people, and the what's the name of that the D, what do they call the DODC, whatever the hell they call they were in Wonder Man. I did finally watch Wonder Man, by the way.
And it's all
Damage control.
It was good. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, Department of Damage Control or whatever. They're it's been reported that one of the actors that's going to be in Brand New Day, he's supposed to be like the head of that thing, but he's also playing a classic villain from the X-Men. A guy that was kind of like not Stryker, but he's and not the other guy, not Trask, but he's another one of those guys who was against mutants. And
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but also they're going after mutants. You know what I'm saying? So remember, they showed up in all the way back in Miss Marvel, that same organization.
I like what they're doing. Even with Wonder Man, they know of all metahumans.
Yeah.
And they're so laying that out so that way that they're everywhere. And so that way when they do appear, they're like, oh, well, they talked about it, or this happened, or that happened, so it'll be easier to accept.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. It'll be easy. They're really thinking ahead. They're thinking far ahead. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Um, so yeah, brand new day is gonna be. He's definitely. MJ is going to have a new love interest. We're not sure if it's um what's his name? Harry. We're not sure if it's gonna be Harry,
Yeah.
but
We
they do have she has a new love interest. Um Obviously they don't remember people. This takes place 4 years after what was that called? That last one called? Um
No Way Home.
Damn, I forget the name of it now. The
No Way
last
Home.
one that they just did.
Oh,
No
you
Way
mean
Home.
fan service? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean fan service.
So hold on, I just lost. Oh, I think my
He keeps telling
headphones
you
were
No
out.
Way
Let me
Home.
just change them before we wrap up. Second.
He
You
keeps
guys,
telling you No Way Home.
Okay.
Like I said, fan service.
So yeah, there we go.
What are
Back in
you talking
action.
about?
So
Fan service.
what was the name
Well,
of that
one
last
Tony
Spider-Man
keeps
movie?
saying No Way Home. No Way
I know that, but
Home.
it was fan service.
It
It was
wasn't
fan
fan
service.
service.
That's what.
What are you talking about?
You don't think you don't think it was fan service
Or are
throwing
you talking?
all those characters in there and bringing the two original Spider-Mans in there? Wasn't fan
No,
service?
because it was supposed to be what it was, an
Somebody say
incursion
something. 'Cause I can't
event.
hear you.
Do the brown.
Interesting.
Listen, stop hating on it. Stop
I
hating on
cannot hear
comic
you.
book movies, man.
I don't hate on
yeah.
comic book movies
I'm
whatsoever.
having
I don't hate on comic book
technical
movies.
difficulties.
I like the movie. I like the movie. However, I do think it was really fan service because you did add all that stuff in there when you really
Let's
didn't.
see.
I mean, you
So
could have did
just
the
like the
story.
movie,
One
don't.
more
It wasn't
time.
fan service. It was the
No,
reason why they did it.
could
Not
you
hear you.
could wait a minute? Can that same
All
argument
right. I
also
guess the
not be?
universe is telling me to end the show because I can't hear nobody. So
Can
on
you
that note,
can
I
can
think
you
we're.
not?
But no, I want Tony to be able to tell us what he's working on. So take it away, brother.
So I guess you can't hear me. So, anyways, guys. So
I can hear you, Tony.
okay,
Yeah, I
cool.
can hear you,
So
Tony.
3 things. I am currently in the running to be Mr. Health and Fitness and Muscle and Fitness magazine.
All
So
right.
I'll send a
Whoa!
link to Wes here so he can forward it to you guys. But if you guys can vote for me daily, that would help. I made the top 5. So
Really? Oh
yeah,
yeah!
yeah.
Hell
So
yeah!
uh, super excited to be there. I've gone through all these eliminations and stuff. So that's happening. My fitness app, Gen X Fitness, launches in 6 weeks on Apple Pay and Google. Oh no, Apple Store and Google Play, which is great. Functional movement for people our age. And then the last part, which is actually really exciting, we're going into development for my horror movie. It finally got funded, so we'll be shooting in a few months. And it's a
Oh,
horror,
dope, man.
All right, man.
so I'll make some
Holy
announcements
crap.
after we do the press release. But yeah, the good cast and a great director.
If you don't mind me asking, how much were you guys funded for? What's your budget?
20.
Yeah, Tony. So I didn't hear anything you said, but I saw you talking. So the world heard you. That's all that matters.
Well, you'll hear it later on.
We'll
But
rewind it. I'll go back and watch it. But on
you'll,
that note, we're gonna end the show because we're having StreamYard is killing me right now. It's having some technical difficulties. But we will thank everybody
Wait.
that
Well, don't cut them
tuned
off
in,
yet,
checked
Wes.
us out, and we will get back at
We
y'all
can't
next week
hear
when we
you.
come back to cover the winners of the SAG Awards. And we will give at that point give our official Oscar predictions, and we'll go from there.
and I'll
Check
talk
y'all
about
later. Peace.
later.